So what is going on, people? It's Kim here and welcome back to the Arsenal career mode, and this is, I think it's episode 12. So just a little recap of where we are. We're in the transfer window now. So far, the successful transfer, all the transfer news so far, we've had Petr Cech obviously join the club. We sold Arteta, Debuchy, Podolski, Flamini, Diaby. Elneny then joined the club, and we let out on loan the following players: Bielik, Rene Adelaide, Pleguezuelo, Daniel Crowley, Josh Da Silva, Safari Moore, Ismail Bennacer and Ryan Huddart. And at the moment we have currently had we've had an offer received for Nacho Monreal. We're kind of just discussing a fee there because Nacho wants to leave Arsenal, and we have just sent the following offers. We need to strengthen our centre back, so I'm looking at either Zuma or Stones, and obviously we want that replacement for Nacho Monreal, so it will be one of the following: Antonelli, Kolarov, Gaia or Trey Molina. So we'll wait and see on that one, but before anything, just transfers on halt at the moment. We have got some more stuff coming up. We've got some more players that will be departing the club. You will be excited to know hopefully some that will mean that I can bring some more players into the club as well, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, guys. So a lot of surprises on the cards actually I've got coming up, but first of all I want to deal with what I've just shown you, and then I'll move on to the surprises as an extra. I just want to see if I can actually do them. Obviously if not, it's going to be when we go into the new season. But anyway, all of that on hold for now. We've got an FA Cup game coming up. We're at home, we're against Leeds. It's going to be difficult. I do believe towards the end of that last episode Callum Chambers dropped a request to play, so I'll obviously look at the squad and look to try and put him in the lineup, because we're going to be rotating with it being the FA Cup. Obviously I don't want it to be too much of a weaker side. No disrespect to any of our players, but I do want to put a strong side out there, but give other people a chance as well. So I'll sort the squads out, guys. We'll jump into the game. I'll show you guys the lineups, and then hopefully we can advance through in the FA Cup. So here is the Arsenal lineup for today. Not going to go over too much. Like I say, I've gone for a strong squad. I think that's a very strong squad. With having Mertesacker out, I played it smart and put Chambers at centre back. I do like Chambers in that role, and going forward into the future I think Chambers will develop into a centre back. Leeds United squad just on the screens now, by the way, just to let you all know. But yeah, I think what I tried to do there was, Koscielny has come into some bad form, so I decided to bench Koscielny and give Chambers his request but play him at centre back basically. So yeah, Rosicky, please just bang it. Oh god, please. Yes, Alexis, made by Thomas Rosicky. That made by him. Oh man, boy am I glad that goal has come. Fucking hell, guys, I swear an awful lot in these videos, but Arsenal bring out the worst in me, seriously. Like, Rosicky made this pass to Giroud. I don't know if I'll cut it off in the editing or not, and Giroud just chested it to their defence, and then it come back to Rosicky. He popped that shot just moments after. The keeper palmed it out only as far to Alexis. Alexis has more or less got an open goal. He's very fortunate with the finishing there because it does hit the keeper and go in, but it's a goal that we'll take. I think that's it. That is it, guys. Final whistle. We win 1-0 thanks to Rosicky's effort and Alexis following through there. As you can see, look at all of these. It's been save. Ospina made the save. They hit the post. Missed. It's just, yeah, it wasn't a very eventful game, if I'm honest. They had no shots on target. We had 6. I can't help but say that we deserved the win there. It's quite a scrappy game, really. So we've got a lot of stuff going on here. We've got 8 emails, right? I'm going to go to the bottom one. Milan have said that they want 6.5 million for Luca Antonelli. So I'm going to try I'm going to try 6 million and see what they say at that. So I'm just going to go for all of the left backs that I've shortlisted, and then I'll see like the best offer that I can get basically. So we offered 5.7 for Alexander Kolarov. Man City say they want 8, so I'm going to offer them 6.5, I think, and see what they say about that. Bearing in mind he's only a squad rotation player at Man City. Chelsea have accepted our offer for Kurt Zouma, so he's valued there at 8.5 million. We offered 10 million. He's a squad rotation player there. I think that's pretty fair. I think Chelsea have been pretty kind to us there. They could have, with being a rival, we could have massively had to overpay that. We could have had to pay about 15 million for him. But yeah, I think Chelsea have been pretty fair. I'm going to grant Zouma some game time. With Mertesacker being out now, he's definitely going to get a lot of game time. However, Everton have also accepted our offer for John Stones. So we'll see, because one of them might not accept a contract offer. So, it's another one that we'll just have to wait and see on. Giving them what they demand. Barcelona have said, we reviewed your asking price for Nacho Monreal, but unfortunately more than we are willing to spend at this moment. We've submitted a new offer and hope that you will accept. So he's valued at 9 million. He wants to leave. They are offering us 8 million. I might just say yes, because it's to Spain. So he's not going to, only in the Champions League he might come and haunt us. It would make more sense because he's homesick. So whereas like selling him to like Man City, for example, wouldn't make any sense because he's homesick. So I'm just going to accept it. I'm just going to accept that. 8 million for Nacho. So yeah. So Francis Coquelin has hit us up and said, it's great that I'm getting so much time out on the pitch. Cheers, boss. So that's all good. Coquelin actually played brilliant. He was one of our better players against Leeds. One of few that actually played pretty well. And Chambers thanks us for obviously letting him play. I think that's a bit pricey. I mean, he's valued at 8 million. We offered them 9. I'm gonna let him slide. And they want 23 million for Jose Gaya. Let that sink in. 23 million. There's no way. I'm happy with the other two that we bidded for. Now. Wow. Real Sociedad have offered us 11.5 million to take Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain off our hands. Alex hasn't been good. Alex has been horrendous. In fact, it shows there. He's in some bad form. His overall hasn't even budged. He's had a fair bit of game time. And Alex is one of 2 wingers. You're going to get it anyway. I was basically thinking of selling Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Theo Walcott and bringing in another winger. With that then seeing the likes of Joel Campbell get more game time alongside our other winger. Obviously Iwobi would be able to get in there as well. I'm accepting this, guys. They've offered us 11.5. He's valued at 10. That's an extra 1.5 million than what he's worth at this present moment in time. It's abroad, so it's not like he's going to play against us, on a weekly. It's not like he's going to be competing against us on a weekly basis. What I mean by that is, like in the Premier League, if he went to another Premiership side, he's going to be earning points for another team or contributing to points for another team, whereas that are competing against us in the same competition. Whereas our only chances of crossing him are in the Champions League with this, so I'm accepting it. Wow. So we're on game day. It's another, we've got another 5 males here. So, AC Milan have accepted our offer for Antonelli, so now it's down to him. Does he want to join us? That is the question. We're going to offer him what he demands. And game time. He'll get a fair whack of game time. He'll be in competition with Gibbs, but yeah. Man City have also accepted our offer for Kolarov. Now again, we're going to give him exactly what he demands. Guarantee him game time. We'll see which one accepts. Zuma. Whew! Oh my god. Kurt Zuma. This will mean that we won't get Stones, but we get Zuma. In my opinion, Zuma's slightly better. Wow. I didn't think I'd be able to... honestly, I thought getting Zuma would be really difficult. I realistically thought we were going to end up with Stones. I like Stones, don't get me wrong. But Zuma, now that is a signing. That is a signing right there, guys. Like, if I could high-five myself, I would. That is business. That is fantastic stuff. Nacho is gone, guys. Nacho has left us now to FC Barcelona for 8 million. And we get 7 million of that in our transfer budget. Obviously the board gets some in their pockets as well, of course they do. Krokne, if that's how you pronounce it, and Gazidis sitting there with the wads of cash, as they do. Now, Hector Bellerin has said, Gaffer, I come to you today to discuss my wages. I work hard in training and for the team, and I feel I should be paid a little more as a result. I hate these messages, I really do, because sometimes they just start off like, it's where players can get really shitty with you, and I hate it. So I'm going to find Hector Bellas, wherever are you at, Bellerin. I think he's got quite a lot. Yeah, he's got quite a lot. To be fair, yeah. Do you know what? I mean, oh, the player demands 50. He's only asking for... It does seem like a lot of money, but look at his squad role. Sporadic, I don't know how you say that word, first team player. That is like, that's just after future first. That's not even squad rotation player. Bellerin is much more than that. He's actually an important first team player. So, because of that, do you know what? I'm actually going to offer him 55 with important first team player and an extra year on his contract. I think he'll be happy with that. He should be happy with that. That's what I'm offering him. What he demands. I'm offering him a bigger position at the club as well, because that's what he does. He's been really good actually. Hector has. He had a bit of a blip of bad form, and then he's just really picked up recently. So, our second game of this episode, guys. I'm going to sort the squads out and we'll jump into it. There he is, Kurt Zuma.
Shy away from the physical side either.
And there he is in the lineup, guys. Here is our lineup for today's game. If you want to just catch a look at that.
Cazorla starts with Aaron Ramsey in the centre of the pitch. Danny Welbeck is the sole striker today. Newcastle United's lineup.
And of course, Newcastle's lineup.
Who's suspended. It's good to see them going with two strikers today. Here's the crop.
Oh my god, AIDS. Oh, I've had enough of this team. Seriously. I don't even know what to say. Like, Koscielny, why? What are you doing? He just fell over, he tripped over. Zuma's just come into this. I mean, I can't blame Zuma for that. I really can't. Okay, so for some reason, my audio decided to corrupt here, so this is a voiceover for the rest, guys. So basically, as you can see there, we just lose 1-0 to Newcastle, which is a bad result, but it was a very tough game from what I can remember. Moving on, we've got quite a few emails to go over here. Basically, to start us off, the talks with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain broke down, so it means we'll be keeping hold of him for a little while longer. I'm not going to add him to the transfer list, but if another offer does come in for him, I probably will accept it. But all the same, he's a player that I'm kind of neutral on, to be honest. And with the arrival of Zuma, obviously I wasn't able to take on Stones. I could have done, but I think we'd be a little bit overcrowded. and Everton coming in as well for an offer for Daniel Welbeck, and obviously we are going to reject that. So with all the Chamberlain saga, I thought one of them has got to go, Walcott or Chamberlain. One of them has got to definitely go. One I can work with, another one I can't. So added Walcott there to the transfer list. Now Hector Bellerin accepted the contract offer, which is all good. We have Stefan O'Connor, the young centre-back, returning from his loan from York City, so we'll see what happens there. And Gibbs obviously pops up about the latest Nacho Monreal saga, and yeah, just basically wants more chance to play, which is definitely understandable. And you know, he will be playing more, but obviously I've had to buy a replacement for Nacho. Given Arsenal's track injury record, I couldn't not get a replacement and solely rely on Gibbs because of, not only because of injuries, but just tiredness, fatigue, and you know, any suspensions that may occur. I can't be that reliant on Gibbs. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see actually what does happen. Luca Antonelli accepting, also Alexander Kolarov accepting there. So bit of a headache at the moment, and did take me quite a while to decide on this one, but bear in mind that I took everything into, you know, played every thought, and you know, really analysed both players, and just decided overall, you'll be glad to know, eventually came to a decision that I was going to not sign Kolarov, obviously reject Kolarov, meaning that Antonelli will be joining Arsenal FC as Nacho Monreal's replacement. For any further reasons on why I chose him, he's younger, he links up with my Italian side more, and a lot of other reasons, you know. Kolarov probably just coming past it now. We do have another transfer offers here, obviously another one for Welbeck. I've got no intentions on letting Danny Welbeck go, but Theo Walcott, an offer from Monaco for him. So the League One side offering 20 million for a player who was currently valued, well at the time valued at 17.5 million, so extra money for us. And yeah, you know, definitely going to go ahead with it. So hopefully those contract talks don't break down, and you know, we can get some extra money in there and look to add more quality to our side. Hence here, headhunting one of the major players that I really want at Arsenal, Isco. Do really like Isco, and I was fortunate that Real Madrid did accept our offer, which was quite a low offer for somebody like Isco, but I'm not going to complain too much. And I was a little bit worried about the contract offer. I was worried that I might have a bit of bother, but hopefully well, as you will see, Walcott there being sold, extra money for us in our kitty, and finally he does accept, Isco does. So that was crucial, absolutely crucial, and I was honestly over the moon to have such a big player come to the club. It just takes that bit of pressure that's on Mesut Ozil, you know, and stops my worrying if anything was to happen to Ozil. So then I decided to go for one of the next transfer targets. Thank you to the guy that suggested this player. I did link his comment in the video, so if you want to go and check that out, it was earlier on in the series. But we're bidding 10.6 million for Buffal, who's a young, talented central attacking midfielder that you know, could develop into a great player. So that does bring me to the end of this episode. I know we only played the 2 games, but with the amount of signings that were going on, you know, emails back and forth, I did run out of recording time. So here is what's coming up next: game against Liverpool, Stoke, and then Leicester City in the Cup, and also deadline day. Make sure you're there, subscribe, like, and I will see you all later.